In my drawer, I've got a spare keyboard. It's a nice keyboard, but I prefer my full size with numpads. So my friend Sass mentioned she needed a keyboard. I thought, hey, let's 3D print and laser cut a custom design and then gift it in one day. Yeah, first off, let's start with a sketch. My idea is to use a single piece of wood to extend the base of the keyboard to create a built-in wrist rest. This keyboard has mechanical Gateron brown switches with a tactile bump. We want to take everything from this Blitzwolf KB1 except for the enclosure. So I'm going to take measurements of this board and throw it into a 3D modeler so we can design our new enclosure. It's really easy to get stuck in your head trying to think of the measurements because the mechanical switch is wedged between a metal plate. So the edge of the 3D print has to have a lip for the metal plate to sit on, and then we also need one for our laser cut top plate. It's all basic shapes, but it's just thinking about the order to make it is tricky. Yeah, good to print. Let's go turn on the printer. Okay, so I've got this new matte black PLA to try out for this print. I'm interested to see how matte it'll be. All right, so we're gonna test out the new 500 millimeters a second speed on the Anchormake M5. Literally just doubled the speed with a firmware update. This thing is just absolutely nossing it. It's 12:53, I'm gonna take my lunch, then the prototype will be done, then we'll laser cut this wood. Let's do it. Now, if you don't have a 3D printer, you can head to sites like PCBWay.com, where you can upload your 3D model, select the material type, color, and strength to get an instant quote to be printed and shipped to you. They also offer other manufacturing methods, so I could make an all-metal keyboard. Big thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring today's video. Now let's check our prototype. So when I made the keyboard wider, I mustn't have moved out the standoffs. It's quite obvious that these need to be moved over. Fix it up, print it off. That thing is just freaking on another level. All right, laser cut time. I'm going to use a sheet of bamboo, and I need to do a test with this piece. So you're probably thinking, Cam, what the heck are you doing? So the plan is to sandwich a piece of wood between the keycaps and the top plate, but my 3mm plywood is too thick. So I'm going to shave off some layers till about 1 millimeter. It's going to work. For the third changes, I rounded the corners, added supports to the standoffs, the base itself, and the wrist pad, then chopped the model in half to fit on my 3D printer.
Version 3 is starting.
So I'm going to design the keyboard top plate. Alright, it's the next day. It took me longer yesterday to make the changes to the 3D models than I expected, and also trying to pry off the layers of this wood. I thought it was going to be a lot easier. Props, I guess, to the manufacturers. These definitely don't want to split off. So right now we're going to finish off the laser cut layout. My laser cutter is the X-Tool M1. It has a 10-watt diode laser which vaporizes material in its path. I'll keep an eye on it whilst we check out the final print. Also, if you're enjoying this video, click subscribe below. Looks like everything snaps in snug. So well that I snapped off a standoff trying to pry the keyboard apart. There's bamboo everywhere. Bro, first try.
Probably move these ones across just a little bit. That also to the right, just a smidge.
Let's use the scrap piece of wood that I was trying to split yesterday to test our fitment. Now I chipped the left down to about 1 mil thick, making it super flexible when compared to the original 3 mil. And this is a big problem for the wrist rest surface, making it spongy. So I have an idea on how we'll solve this with our final cut. Ooh, that's nice. I took too much out in the middle. Just gotta tape that. Oh, that is fused, dude. I wonder if we can melt these edges. That can then go super glossy. And if the front, we might just leave the seam for now. Oh, how good's that? So to transfer the battery to the new enclosure, I left a little spot down the bottom here that it can sit in, then I can run the cable across. But I forgot to put a part for the cable to cross. A little V. Battery can sit down. Gotta test this thing actually works. Yeah, keyboard lights up. So stoked it actually turns on.
Like it's just a teeny bit from sitting where it should be.
Oh
What is with this right hand side? Left hand side's in, right hand side just won't push.
It seems the standoff that I glued in place is a teeny bit too tall, so I melted it down a bit.
Yes, let's go.
So there's 30 minutes until I told Sass I'll be at her place. This is almost finished cutting. We still need to split off the second bottom layer. You're probably thinking, who is this Sass chick? Well, she's a good friend of my wife and I, but most importantly, feeds me snacks when we game. She also records her gaming and uploads it to YouTube. So go comment nice keyboard on one of her vids.
Alright. Oh, that looks so nice.
I'm doing some test cores to see if we can go through that top 2 layers. If we can get that, then this will work out perfect. Scoring is adjusting the laser power or speed to not cut all the way through. So 100% power at 20 millimeters a second cuts right through to that final layer. So now I can just flake and chip it off. Yes! This is a really crappy process, guys. It is now 1:40 and I've only just glued it. My fingers are killing. I've told Sass we'll just do it later. I'm really digging this design. Oh, this looks so good.
This wood's so thin, it just like bows. I'm gonna try and just get some glue in there and find a way to kind of hold it down with some weight.
Pinch these little rubber feet, they're no tape. Alright, I've got to put these keys on and get to Sass's house. Alright, it is time to deliver it to Sass. Let's see what she thinks.
How did you wrap this?
It's in a hoodie.
Can I keep the jumper too?
No, jumper's on.
Alright. Oh my god, that's so good! Is it wireless?
Yeah, it's Bluetooth. So if you flip it upside down, there's a switch through the hole. You gotta flick it with your hand.
Yeah. What's it called? Oh yeah, it does work. Nice!
I think some of the layers might be the wrong way around because I had to put it on really quickly.
Are you sure that's where the B goes?
I don't know.
It's the C. It's the C, and no wonder I was getting it wrong. I was like, what is it?
I was like mad rush putting them on.
That's exit loose. I can't do it either.
Does the wrist rest feel okay?
Yeah, it's good. It's really smooth. I really like this. You did a really good job. Like it actually goes with the...
Yeah, and then I hid a bit of memorabilia down there.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, one of one. Yeah, this is the first of many.
I actually want one myself now. I genuinely want to build one myself.
Oh, you're gonna have to make a big one for yours because your keyboard's like...
Yeah, I do want a full size.
That plastic is really good for the 3D printing. It fits really well in like, you get all the shots. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm Cam Share.